which is making you feel overwhelmed and overthink the situations. Yeah, it's something very common. Hello, darling. How are you? Happy New Year. How have you been? Okay. Well, we had our fun. Even if we stay in, this time of the year is still a little bit harsh for our skin, especially on our faces. So I'm glad that you came. We actually have our New Year's special, which is a fabulous facial that is going to help us feel rejuvenated in the skin and just clear up everything that we had during this time of the year. I don't know with you, but where I live, oh my gosh, there was rain, there was dust, there was wind, a lot of things, and my skin just felt awful during this last time of the year. Not saying that yours is like that, but if you're here, I'm guessing that you're trying to pamper your skin a little bit, isn't it? Okay, fabulous. Let's take a peek into your skin needs at the moment and talk to me. What do you do during this last weekend? Okay. You're feeling a little bit bloated. Well, that is normal because during this time of the season we tend to eat a little bit more of different foods. Sometimes can be a bit salty. Sometimes you tend to drink alcohol, or even the alcohol that we can put in the food to cook it can make us feel bloated. Salt, the carbs, all of that make us feel like that, and shows in our face first. I know that I get like that every single year. I can see that what you're telling me. It does feel a bit puffy, as you were saying. Not too much. Have you been drinking water? Yeah, it happens during this time of the year, but don't worry. This is nothing that is gonna last too long. I do notice that puffiness that you were telling me. We're gonna help you depuff, help it feel more tightened. Maybe hydrate a little bit more. What do you feel about that? Yeah. Right now we have this new treatment by Lancome, which is gonna help you quite a lot with that. Okay, let me just clear up my hands here. What is your normal skincare routine at the moment? Wash before going to bed? That's perfect. Even if you don't use creams or anything, just having a clean skin before going to bed works wonders. Yeah, just clear water with some neutral soap, something that doesn't have any fragrances on it. It's gonna work great on the skin. So I want to start with your eyes, under your eyes. A little bit of dark circles. For that we have this clarifying cream that helps it look a little bit more youthful, and it works perfectly just to pull up the skin on this area in particular, because if you don't know, this part here, your eyes, is the most delicate part in your whole face because of how thin the skin is here. Yeah, that's why when you tend to rub your eyes a bit too much, especially if it's a habit that you have. I know that I have it and I shouldn't. But if you have the habit to rub your eyes a bit too strong, or not drinking enough water, or sleeping late, yeah, it notices it all the way. So I'm gonna give you this as a New Year's gift. This is a sample bottle. This is new. It's just open just for you. I'm gonna teach you how to use it. You're gonna put just a little tiny bit like this, not too much, okay? This is all you need. Now, with clean hands, of course. No, I don't really recommend it to use it with gloves because you need to feel the area. So you put it in your fingers like this, and you're gonna start doing this, okay? When you do feel how I'm doing it, very gently, from this area here in the tip, where the tears come out, all the way to the end of your eye, with very, very gentle movements. Just remember how delicate this area is. We don't want to overdo it, like so. Good. Now it's gonna feel a little bit greasy. That's okay. It's gonna be absorbed by the area around 10 minutes, okay? Now the rest might get a little bit in your hands, in your fingers. You could do this, and it just feels good. Now let's start with the deep puffing treatment. Now this is with a massage, okay? I like to use this serum here. Oops, I'm sorry. This one here is gonna help depuff the skin with a massage. With the type of skin that you have, I will normally recommend with a brush. But for you right now, you look a little bit more puffy, that we normally desire to use the brush. We don't want to overdo it, so we have to be gentle. We're going to be using the tip of our fingers to do this massage. Let me show you. Sadly for this, I don't have samples for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had some, but we just ran out of them. So we apply it at the top like this. Oh, the aroma is so good. Now, gently applying it like this. Just with the tip of our fingers. In the whole face. Normally it's around the cheeks, the chin, not much in the forehead area, but this is the area where we tend to get puffy, where we retain liquids. So we do it like this, very gently. Now we have that. It's gonna be absorbed. And we're going to be using a serum for the massage because it's going to be easier to do the deep massage we want for the deep puffing. I like to use this one. You can use any type of oil, skin oil of course, that you have for this. If it's cold, it's better. But I love this one. It's very gentle on the skin and quite oily. Perfect for the massage. Now with this, we want to depuff the skin. We already have our layer here that is gonna go inside and start diluting all that water. With the massage, we want to press it out. like this, but not too much. We don't want to leave marks in your skin, okay? Like so. Quite gentle, but still strong enough so it feels like this. Yeah, it does feel the puffiness, isn't it? I do recommend you to start drinking more water. If it's possible, only drink water. No sodas, wine, liquor, anything, or juice, especially juice, because of the sugar. And that is gonna help you just release all those toxins. So if it's possible for you, start drinking just plain water. No, sweetie, mineral water is not gonna do it. Just plain water. I know for some people it might be a little bit boring. They don't like the taste. You can add a little bit of a lemon in it if you want, but nothing with gas, because gases, make us puffy too. And right now you just wanna get rid of it. And I'm not saying that you have to drink all your water in just one sit, no. Through the day, 1 glass of water in the morning, after a couple of hours if you want, with your meals. Okay, there we go. Let it rest a bit. Now, I love this little thingy here. This is a massager that I love to use for this type of issues. Right now your skin is quite oily, so it's gonna help move faster, okay? It just feels good, isn't it? Now with this one, you don't want to overdo it because it tends to get hot. So I don't know if you can feel how light I'm doing it, but you still feel the vibration in your face. There we go. Now this one I love to use it also when I have a headache or a migraine in these areas here. Let me just clear up. Just a little tip that I have. So right here down below is on low. The top is on higher. When I have a migraine, what I like to do is just press it here. Kind of helps with the blood flow, so I like to do it on these areas in particular when I have these headaches, these migraines, and let me tell you, it does help. Let me just apply our second one. Now that the puffing is gonna start working in no time, now that we have done the massage, this is gonna help hydrate your skin, revive and get back the moisture in your skin that sometimes we lost during this time. Yeah, also stress works pretty bad on our skin. the holidays, preparing the party or food or whatever you're doing during these times can stress us out. Okay, this one is clear. You can apply it these areas here. This is like a leave-in mask that is gonna harden, and then we can just take it off. You're gonna notice that your skin kind of pulls up. That's when it starts getting dry, okay? You shouldn't feel any sensation like burning sensation, tingling. No, just a pulling. That's it. Okay, let me just put it in every corner. I'm gonna be a little bit more close to you. Is that okay? Thank you. Put it in your nose area too, your upper lip too. Just try not to taste it. It's bitter. It's not toxic or anything like that, but it's quite bitter. Now we're gonna leave it in. Normally it takes no more than a couple of minutes to 5 minutes, depends on the person. And since you have the oil syrup, take a little bit longer, but it's gonna work great. It's just to encapsulate all that moisture, all this oil that we were putting before. It's going deep inside your pores. It's gonna feel so great for you. Once that happens, you actually look a little bit more slimmer on the face. It's the puffing. Yeah, normally it takes around half an hour, but you start noticing the signs in less than that time. We're gonna finish it with a little nice exfoliation, very, very gentle. I like to use this little kitten paw. That it's adorable. So for your type of skin, I do recommend this kind of brushes for exfoliation that are softer, okay? Because we have this ones too. But I don't know if you can notice on the sound alone. This one is a little bit harder than the paw. The paw one is a softer, which is great for your type of skin that is more delicate. You want to be very gentle with it. So this is what you will want. Yeah, absolutely. You can touch them so you can feel the difference. This one is perfect for any type of skin that is not as delicate as yours. This one, when you want to be gentle, especially for kids. This is why it's kind of shaped like a paw, like a cat, because it's also used on kids that may have some skin issues. They use this because it's so soft. Okay, let's see how it's going. You feel the pulling? Feels nice, huh? Yeah, I love that part. Okay. To remove it, I have to spray some distilled water. Just gonna ask you to close your eyes, please. cover it here. I love this. Okay, with one clean towel, we're gonna gently take it off. It feels like that, right? When you start depuffing, your face feels a little bit lighter. Such. I can actually notice the difference on you. Very good. Now let's do exfoliation, very gentle. Put this cleanser. Okay, if you can close your eyes, please. Now, if you ever want to do this kind of exfoliation at home, always use gentle, soft bristles. Yeah, if you're not sure about the texture or how it feels, so if you ever want to get an exfoliator like this, but you are not sure about the texture, you can just ask to someone in the store to tell you about which of these bristles are best for kids. They're gonna recommend you the softest one. Yeah, because sometimes in some stores they want to sell you the high-end ones, but those are not good for your type of skin. Just ask for bristles for kids. And you're gonna know that they are for kids if they are shaped in the form of a cute animal or something adorable. That's when you know. If they have boring shapes like this one, you know that they are for adults. So you want something that is cute and adorable. Good. Let's take this off. We're gonna do a little oil test now. Just wanna make sure that you don't go home feeling oily. Love to use this blotting paper. This one is used to clean up the oils in our face. It's infused with rose. Yeah, let's say that you're in the summer and you feel oily in your face. You use this to clean it up. But it's also great to dust it up. And it has a great aroma. Like roses, isn't it? So, what we do is pass it over our face. If it doesn't get wet or has any marks on it, it means that your skin is clear of oils. Yeah, as you can see, completely clear. That is good. Let me use one for me so I can show you the difference in case that you ever want to try one of this. So right now I'm using a serum that is gonna help me clear up my pores, but it tends to get oily, so I know that my skin right now is oily. Just wanna show you how it looks. See that? Those marks? Those are the oils from the creams that I'm using right now, which is this one from Lancome that you're gonna be taking home. Your skin type and my skin type are different. On you, it's not gonna look like this, okay? So don't worry. This is because my skin is in the T-zone. I get oily on my forehead, nose, and chin, but super dry on my cheeks. For you, it's more dry. This is gonna help you with this, okay? And this is just the final one that you're gonna be taking home. It's gonna last until you wash your face. For this one, I do have a sample that you can take home. It's gonna last you around a week, or even 2 if you're not too generous and put it on, and just use it on certain areas. For you, sadly, it's your whole face. For me, it's only the T-zone, so it kind of lasts more for me. There we go. Perfect. Right now it's gonna feel oily, but as the minutes pass, it's gonna start being absorbed by your skin. Okay, so now we are done. Would you like a mirror to see yourself? Very good. Here you have. Now I want you to notice, yeah, it's more the puff, isn't it? Especially on this area. That's why it's more noticeable on you. And it kind of feels like normal again. Now, if you want to touch your face, please clean your hands. Here we go. Front and back, please. And you have a clean towel on your side. Now you can touch your face, especially in this area. It doesn't feel that puffy anymore. Very good. So now in the next days, let's say 2 days, start drinking more water. It's gonna help you quite a lot. You're gonna be taking home your sample for the eyes. It's gonna help you a lot. And the sample of this one I have it in the reception in the cash register area, so there I'm gonna give it to you. If you use it conservatively, gonna last you 2 weeks. It's a good amount of time to try it, and if you're happy with it during this time, you can come back and maybe buy the full size, which is this one. And what it's gonna be doing for you, as you can notice, you feel more soft. It also removes the dark spots. For me in particular, I have dark spots here from the sun, and also here that kind of looks like a mustache, so it's gonna help with that in case that you ever have them. But in particular for you right now, it's gonna help moisturize, also helps with some tiny wrinkles that we might have, and overall just help you. So just give it a try for these 2 weeks as I was teaching you to use it along with your eye cream. It's gonna help you a lot. Well, do you have any questions about your treatment? Well, in case that you have, you can always email me and I will send you a brochure with all the information if you want. Okay, well, it was a pleasure having you here again. Thank you. And hope to see you again soon. We're gonna have another new special, I think, for Valentine's Day. So you may want to come to get some free samples. Of course, I will see you in the reception to give you your Lancome sample, okay? Very good. Let's go.